Hey YouTubers, it's Suzette with Yasashi Crafts coming to you today with a duct tape flower pin tutorial. I'm just going to show you the way that I personally do my duct tape pins. I'm going to try to make this video not be so long. So let's get started. Basically, you're going to need an ink pen. You're going to need a cutting utensil, a ruler, and I personally use two different duct tapes. The stem of my duct tape pen is the same pattern or color that it's going to be on the outside of the flower, and I usually choose a different color for the inside of the flower. I use about 35 to 40 petals, just depending on, how it's turning out and how it's looking. So to cover your pin, all pins are different. It's up to you. You need to measure to see how long of the stem you're going to need. I'm going to use 3.5 inches. I've rolled out 20 inches of the tape that I plan on using, and when you start to cut, you're going to cut them 2 inches wide. Okay? So this is 20 inches of duct tape going across, and then you're going to make them all 2 inches wide. I'm working backwards, but I'm working backwards so you guys can see. And yes, I count, because if you mess it up, you have your last petals are going to be messed up. Okay, and I do sell these on my Etsy shop. I believe I have them listed as $3.50. No shipping and handling. Shipping is free. And I'm going to show you guys how to do the fold to make your petals. And make this as straight as possible. That's why using a ruler. Some people don't. I just do. I think using a ruler is the best thing to do, because you don't want your lines to be crooked. Okay. So you should have your petals. And I'm going to take the stem and I'm going to roll it around my ink pen. And this may take a couple times to get it right. But hold on. I lay my ink pen down on the edge of the duct tape, as close to the edge as possible. And then I start to roll it. You want to make it nice and tight. And there's my stem. Then I'll start folding the inside of the flower. So I'm going to show you the first petal. And the first petal, what I do is I look at the lines in the duct tape. And the lines in the duct tape, for me, should be going up and down, not across. So when they're going up and down, I fold one corner over to meet up with one of the lines on the inside of the duct tape. And you should have that L shape. Okay? When you have that L shape, you want to take the bottom portion of the L, fold that over to the top of the other stem of the L. There you go, a petal. Okay? There's the opening of the petal. There's the petal that's going to attach to the pin. So I'll show you that again. I'll do a few more for you guys. I know you can't see the lines on the duct tape on the camera, but you can see them when you do it yourself. I fold a corner over, take the bottom corner, fold it over, make a L, and then I take the bottom of the L, fold it over again to meet the other stem of the L. And there you should have another petal. Okay, so I'm going to do some more of these, and I'm going to pause this taping. I'm not going to do the pink duct tape just yet. I'm just going to do the white, and then I'm going to show you how I apply my petals onto my duct tape pen. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, as you can see over here, I have my 10 petals ready to go on my pen, and I'll show you how I do those. What I do is I take one petal and I place it not too low, not too high on the ink pen, because I put something on the top of my pens. That's just me, that's something that I do. Other people wrap duct tape around, doesn't matter, but I put it on there to have the top of the petal kind of peek out over the top of the pen, and I wrap it around very tightly because this is going to be the inside of your flower. I go across from the first one, directly across, and I wrap it again, and I really pull very tightly. Then I'll go to one side, doesn't matter if it's the left or the right, pull the duct tape around tightly, then the other side. Now that you have your 4 petals on there, you want to start going in between the petals. So I'll go in between this one. At this point, I'm still keeping it a little even because this is the center of the flower. And I just go in between the spaces. And you have to keep turning your pen, and just remember to wrap the center really, really tight. Okay, and this is going to be our last one. And as you can see, it's already starting to look like a flower. And then we're going to go into making the petals for the outside of our flower. So this is the tape that I've chosen, and I do the same thing. Take a corner, line it up with one of the lines in the duct tape, make an L shape, then fold another corner over to meet the other side of the L shape, and you have a petal. And I'll do another one. Your duct tape. Remember, it's 2 inches. Meet up with one of the lines, and then fold over another corner. There you go, triangle, and it'll be your petal. So you want to continue with that pattern. Keep it going until you get them all done. The more you do this, the faster, of course, you'll get with it. Oh gosh, I need to show you guys one of my first duct tape pins that I ever did. Hold on, let me find. Okay guys, I'm going to show you one of the first duct tape pins I made. A hot mess. Look at that. This is sometime last year. OMG. Somebody stop me. So this is what it used to look like, and I've grown to where they look a whole lot better. So I'll come back once all of my pink petals are folded. Alrighty guys, I'm back. I have my 30 petals here. I have some extra down here just in case, and 2 extra folded over here. So basically I'm just going to show you how I add my petals on. And another thing I wanted to tell you is if you mess up on your petal and you can't fix it, make sure you cut out some more tape, because the one that is not right can possibly mess up your entire flower, and we don't want that. So we'll get started. And like I said, start up kind of high, because that's how a flower is, and then it, you know, blooms out. So you want to start up kind of high, and you're going to go in between the white petals, and you're going to be wrapping this tight. That's the best thing to do, is to wrap it around really tight. And you're going to go in between the white flowers. And like I said, start up a little higher. And there was 10 white petals, and we're going to put on, I have about 30 here, I said, of the pink. And you just keep going around, going in between the petals. And your first 2 go-arounds on the pin, that's when we're going to start to lower the petals. So you should have gone around your pin about twice, okay? And now we're going to start lowering the petals a little bit, still staying in between. You see how I'm staying in between these 2 petals, lining it up here, but lowering it a little bit. Because you do want it to look like a blossom. And then we're going to lower it a little bit more, kind of wrapping it around more at the bottom of the flower, at the base of the flower, down here. Staying in between, but wrapping it around the base of the flower. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, I went ahead and I finished up my flower. Remember to concentrate on getting the flower around the base and staying in between the petals. But this is what I ended up with. Just a nice blossom flower. You want the middle to be very tight. The first 10 petals of pink, those should be pretty tight too, and then you want to start wrapping, moving down a little bit and wrapping closer to the base and staying in between all the petals, and you should have a nice big blossom. I used 32 of the pink and 10 of the red, so I used 42 total petals for this pin. Okay? Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Have a blessed day.